What's up everyone, Geruno here and welcome to the Wild West. In today's video I'll be doing a beginner's guide on this game, and to all of you new players out there, I hope this will make you get a better understanding of how this game works. Also, this video is probably way too long, so I'll put some timestamps in the description so you can skip to certain parts if that's what you want to. Also, lean back, relax, take some cheese, and enjoy the video, guys. Before you get into the game, you want to go to servers, and you want to scroll down, and you're gonna join the server with the least amount of players. So here we have servers with only one player. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on one of these and join. It's gonna help if you have Roblox Plus, because you can just literally press these buttons over here and literally skip to the last server with the least amount of players. But if you don't have Roblox Plus Chrome extension installed, then make sure to install it. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Once you have it, again, go to servers, click on the little button over here and join a server with like literally no players at all, and just click join. So once you load into the game, you will be granted with a menu looking like this, where you can select where you want to spawn. So you want to go and spawn at Bronze City, and just click spawn, and you should spawn in just like over here. Well, once you start the game for the first time, your character will not look like this. You can customize your character by pressing T, and here you can change the hair, the faces, pretty much everything of your character. So just feel free to make it look however you want to. And once you made your character, just go where I'm going, go to the little horse icon over here, and we're gonna buy a horse. So once you start, you have 1000 cash to spend, and we're gonna spend all of that on a horse. You're gonna buy the horse over here. It has decent speed, it has 1 stamina, but that's really not important for a starter horse. But this is like the best starter horse you can get. It's super good, and you're probably gonna be using this for quite a long time. So just click buy over here and you can buy it. Once you bought it, you can click on my horses, and you can go to the horse you bought, and you can click customize. Here you can change the name, the size, the pitch, eye color, bridle color. You have accessories you can equip, so you have blankets you can buy, and saddles you can buy, but these are only cosmetics, so they don't matter. You can ride your horse no matter what. So once you bought your horse, just press H, and go over to the horse, click call, and it should spawn right in front of you. Press E to mount it, and now you're riding your horse. You can control it with WASD, like in any other game. And to sprint faster with it, you can press shift. As you can see, the little boot icon disappeared right there, and that's your stamina. So whenever I press shift, the boot icon disappears, which means I've run out of stamina, and here you can see it reappears, so that means my stamina has recharged. So this one only has 1 stamina, that means it only has 1 boot. Also, if you press shift again, you'll see this little red, and your horse pretty much gets mad at you because you don't have stamina. So if you keep on pressing this, you'll fall off your horse, and you just don't want that to happen. So let's actually show you guys the Mustang, because this one has no, this is not the Mustang, this is the quarter horse, American quarter horse. This thing has a lot more stamina. As you can see, it has a lot more boots, so I can press shift a lot more times before having to recharge. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's the first thing you want to be doing, get a horse. Now, before I show how you can make money in this game, we're gonna have to do a few more things. First of all, we're gonna have to get a weapon. So once you start out, you already begin with a revolver. So just press B to open your inventory and equip it by hovering over it, clicking it, and click equip item. Now you have your revolver equipped. Shooting, reloading, and all those things are pretty obvious. Aiming down sights and all those things. So there's really not anything to say about that. You can fan the hammer with some weapons. You can aim down sights with Q as well, so you don't have to use your mouse button if you don't want to. You can also roll. So if you have 100 stamina, which is the blue bar over here, if you have 100 stamina, you can actually roll, which you do by pressing left control. So just walk into the direction you want to roll and just press left control. So let's do that once more. As you can see, that's really cool. And the jumping does also get rid of your stamina, but running doesn't. So you can sprint as much as you want, really. So those are the controls for a weapon. There's not much to say about using weapons. Just get good aim, which most people have decent aim, so that's not really something to worry about. But the next thing we want to be doing is going into the general store over here. Press E, and you're gonna buy a tier 1 pickaxe. It costs 0 cash, so just buy it. And once you have it, press B again, hover over it, and equip it. Now, we are ready to make some money. In the Wild West, there are a lot of ways to make money. You can pretty much make a living of everything you can do in this game. But in today's beginner's guide, I'll only be going over the 4 main methods, which are mining, hunting, becoming an outlaw and robbing the bank and train, or becoming a bounty hunter and hunting down the outlaws and collecting their bounties for some sweet cash. Now that we have our horse and pickaxe, the only method we really can do is to mine. So you're just gonna head over to the mines, which is over here on the map, and you're gonna run inside and look for coal and copper deposits, since those are the only deposits you can mine with a tier 1 pickaxe. So just run around over here, we have 2 coal deposits, just walk up to them, left click, and you should be able to mine them. Oh man. Let's actually kill this dude before he kills me, since I don't want to die. And we're gonna mine this deposit and sell it at the general store for some cash. So now that we mined our coal, let's just go ahead and mine this one. Anyway, since I want the cash, I'm greedy. Also, there's a random chance of getting a ruby, diamond, or emerald when mining any ore, and those do sell for a lot, so if you're lucky enough, you can get a lot of those and get rich real fast. So now let's run back to Bronze City and go into the general store. So to sell your ores, just walk into the general store and hold F to sell your loot. Nice, we got 75 cash from that. So now that we have our cash, we can get into becoming an outlaw, which is probably the best money making method for when you start out in this game. The reason I told you to join a server with almost no players is because that's gonna increase the chance of you getting away with the loot you get from robbing the bank, because you don't want to get arrested and go to jail and lose all your cash. No, nobody wants that, believe me. So, to rob the bank, first thing we need is to get dynamite. So just go to the guns and ammo. Let's actually equip our peacekeeper and unequip the sharpest rifle, so it's kind of simulating a new player. So yeah, just go into here, go to special, and dynamite is only 20 cash, so you should be able to get that in about 1 minute of mining. So it's not that hard to get that. Just press B, equip the dynamite, and now we're gonna rob the bank. You can also rob the train by going into the back of it, but it only gives you 150 cash, which really isn't worth it. You can get a lot more by going to the Bronze City Bank. So to rob it, just walk inside and jump over here. If your character is too tall to jump over there, you can always just take the sneaky little back area over here, go through this door, and you'll also get to this area. Now we want to be picklocking this. And this is where it's going to be getting risky, because once we picklock it, everybody's going to see where we are, and we have a chance of getting killed. So once you drop down, press 5 or whatever button you need to press to drop your dynamite. Throw your dynamite over there, and you can also rob these things, which give you 75 cash per thing. You have a limit of 300 cash, so you can only open 5 of these at a time, but you can always run back and get more. Now here is where the big catch comes in. If you collect all of these gold blocks and manage to sell them, you'll make 800 out of those. So now that we have all this possible cash we can earn, just run through the back, get over here, look out for any enemies, press H, and call in your horse. Let's just call in the horse you guys should have bought when starting out. So it's just like a new player. And just run where I'm going. You're gonna wanna run to Raider Canyons, because there is a Outlaw post over there where you can sell or cash and stuff like that. As you can see, it's up there, so just go where I'm going, and you'll easily make it up there. Over here and at Windmill Camp, you can find one of these Outlaw camps. So you have 2 Outlaw camps right now into the game. So you can decide if you want to go to Windmill Camp or Raider Canyons, but just go to Raider Canyons, because Windmill Camp is way too far away. So just walk this way. Once you walk into the Outlaw Camp, you should get your 300 cash from the money bag, and then you can sell your gold ingots over here, and that will give you 800 as well. So if you succeed, you get 1100 cash. Now what you want to be doing is just repeating this process over and over again until you get around 9000 cash, because that's when we're going to be getting our nice little overpowered loadout, okay? But yeah, that's how you become an outlaw and rob the bank. You can also rob the train, like I just said, and those are really the only things you can rob right now. But I'm very sure they are going to be releasing and coming more things an outlaw can do with the next updates. So stay tuned for those updates, I guess. So now let's get into the items you should buy with the cash you get from robbing. I also forgot to say that there is a small cooldown on robbing the bank, so it takes a few minutes for it to reset. But it's not too long, it's like 3 minutes or something, so you don't really have to worry about that. But yeah, once we're back at Bronze City, we're gonna go to the guns and ammo shop. You don't have to go here, you can go to the outlaw camps as well, and there will be a dude selling guns as well, so you don't really necessarily have to go over here. But now we're gonna get into getting a good loadout. So let's actually show you guys what you want to be getting. Let's begin with the sidearms. So what I use, and I recommend everybody gets this, is a navy revolver and a sawed-off shotgun. The sawed-off shotgun is just way too OP in close range, and navy revolver is just an overall good gun to use. These should cost you around 4200 cash, and they're for sure worth their money. So if you want to go with a different gun, I'd say go ahead. Just make sure you get the sawed-off shotgun, but you can get a different revolver. Don't get the Dragoon pistol, it's trash. Don't get the Lamont revolver, or just don't. You could use the Model 3 revolver, it has barely any recoil. I'll just show you guys right here. This is also a revolver you could use if you want to. Look, this thing barely has any recoil. It's just perfect. Yeah, so you could also get this one. It's a lot cheaper, but I just recommend going with the navy revolver instead. So yeah, that's it for the sidearms. For the rifle, this is where it gets interesting. I recommend getting the Sharps rifle because this is a must-have when you go hunting, and it's just a perfect gun. If you're good at getting headshots with, let's say, a sniper in other games, then this is also going to be your go-to weapon for just PvP in general. Because if you get your headshots, you're pretty much going to one-shot every single player. This thing takes a while to reload. It only has a one bullet magazine, but it's just way too good. I love using this gun, and I haven't bothered buying any other rifle because I use this pretty much in any scenario, and it's just perfect. But if you don't like using a weapon with a scope and you feel like it's hard to get used to using it, there is another option to use. But this you can't use in hunting. It's not recommended to hunt with. But the harmonica rifle for 7,000 cash is an automatic rifle, the only automatic rifle in the game as of recording this. And this thing is perfect for horse PvP. You can either just knock out your horse or the player fairly quickly. It has a 12 round magazine and I think it's a 6-second reload time or something. So the harmonica rifle is an alternative to the Sharps rifle if you don't want to be using it. But that's not everything we need for a loadout. There are two more things we're gonna need, and these you can get in the general store. The first one being a knife. You don't have to. You can get either this knife for 50 cash, or the Byeeeee knife out of the hunting cabin for 4,000 cash. So that's fairly expensive. And you need a lasso. A lasso is just something you need for pretty much everything, and that brings us to wait. Let me just unequip this and get it to slot 4. That brings us to becoming a bounty hunter, because if you're gonna hunt people for bounties, you're gonna have to use your lasso to catch them and arrest them and stuff like that, which I can show later on maybe if you want to. But yeah, so for your loadout, Sharps rifle or harmonica rifle, I recommend Sharps rifle, a sawed-off shotgun, a navy revolver, a Byeeeee knife or normal knife, and a lasso. That's all the things you need for a perfect loadout. Not including the horse, but the horse isn't really a loadout. But yeah, those are the things you kind of need. And you can get them really fast by just doing the rob bank method. So just do that until you have enough money to get the loadout you want. So now we only have two more things to talk about. Becoming a bounty hunter and hunting animals. So I'm gonna start with bounty hunting, which is probably the most fun thing to do. I really enjoy doing this, but it's requiring you to have some skill. So for this you will need a lasso, and I recommend going to a server with anywhere between 5 to 10 people, because usually in those servers almost everybody has bounties with like 100 cash or higher, because they can like rob banks and stuff in peace, and that will just increase their bounty. You can go to a big server for more fun, but usually people that have bounties have much smaller and lower bounties. But it's something you can do. So now let's actually try to get this dude. He's wanted. We're gonna pick him up and arrest him. There you go. And then we can collect the money back, and that doesn't make us an outlaw. So there you go. We arrested him, and that gave us his bounty. So that's how you arrest people and get their bounties. I was really lucky to get that dude to come up to me right there. So there you saw some nice little lasso gameplay, and that's pretty much how you hunt bounties. But usually people don't run up to you like that. But when people rob, either let's see, either the train or the bank, they get visible on the map, so that's when you can run to them and kill them. You can also just like hide somewhere around the bank and just camp here, and then when somebody runs out, just take your lasso and try to catch them. But if they are hiding somewhere because they have a super high bounty and they don't want you to get it, just go around the Bronze City and look for these posters. Then hold E to track that person, and you should see some footprint anywhere on the map uh, of where that person may be. So let's actually track it again, and we'll see that he is apparently somewhere near the train. So maybe that person is actually on the train, or it's the dude running around right there, I don't know. We could check the train real quick. But that's how you track an outlaw, by simply just going to one of those posters. So over here, I could show you how to rob the train. Just hold this, but I don't want to become an outlaw right now because I'm going to show you guys how to hunt. So yeah, that's how you rob the train pretty much. But yeah, bounty hunting is very fun and it can get very intense sometimes. So yeah, that's it for bounty hunting, and for this you do need a good loadout, as well as it's recommended to get a decent horse. Now it's time for hunting, the last thing on the list of things I need to talk about in this beginner's guide. Hunting is probably the best money making method right now. You can make a lot of money from hunting bears and alligators, and there are 4 different animals to hunt right now. You can hunt bison in the area over here, and between Bronze City and like right here, the Great Plains, like around here, is where most bison spawn, and these only take 1 shot to the head with this sniper rifle. So we could shoot this dude in the head right there, and he's dead. Now, I can shoot him on any other body part, and he doesn't die instantly. But I could just do a few shots with my revolver, and the dude should be dead. Whatever. So, 1 shot to the head is what a bison takes with the sharp rifle. The sharp rifle just deals crazy amounts of damage. We could try to use this. Let's see. Don't run away. We need to be careful. 1, 2. Okay, we died there, but yeah. Just use your sharp rifle and any other rifle to kill these, and don't get close to them. You can hunt alligators in the swamp, which is in this area over here. I'm looking at it right now. But if you're gonna hunt alligators, just go either to the hill, like right in front of me over there, or this hill over here, so the alligator doesn't come up to you. And try to shoot the alligator in the head. These do take a few shots. Yeah, that's 1 shot right there. And then let's see if we can hit it once more. If it please don't move. Let's take our revolver. There you go. So 1 shot with the sharp rifle, and then 2 shots with the navy revolver. These have a chance of dropping, I think it's alligator skills. Let's see if we can actually get that to drop by killing these alligators. Oh no. This one seems to be getting up to me. But yeah, just like kind of like try to hit them. But it's really hard to see in the dark. So kind of like hunt at day. Since right now it's like very hard to even see them. Boom. This dude dropped skills. Let's try to get it. Pick up gator skin. There we go. Now let's rush away from here. So yeah, they can drop gator skin and meat. But yeah, that's it for the alligators, and now right behind the swamp in the tribal forest, as well as in Pinewood Hills, you can hunt deer and bears. So deer is just very easy to kill. It's like probably the first thing you want to be hunting when you start out and get like a decent revolver or something. Deer is very easy to kill, and let's see if I actually can find one. Uh, Deer, where are you? Yeah, right there. There you have a deer. They drop deer pelts and meat, and they literally just take one shot. So they're easy to kill. But those aren't your big money making method. If you're gonna hunt, you're gonna either hunt bears or alligators, and I recommend doing bears because they seem to give a little more money. So let's see if we can actually find a bear in the darkness right now. Yeah, over there. There we have a bear. Shoot it in the head. And where I'm standing right now, this area is it has like a bear spawn right in front of me, which I'll show once this bear is dead. But when you're hunting either an alligator or bear, try to get to high ground. Stand on a rock or one of these fallen trees. In the alligator area, you don't really have fallen trees, so just stand on a hill, like I just showed you. But in tribal forest, you do have that. So as you can see, the bear just spawns right in front of you over here. So just shoot it with the sharps rifle, and then shoot it to the head with your shotgun, and it's dead. This is probably the fastest way to get money, since alligators are kind of sneaky and fast and they're hard to hit, but just standing on this fallen tree right here and waiting for the bear to spawn and then just shooting it is probably the best way to make some money. So you shoot it in the head once with a sharp rifle and then use your shotgun to finish it off. There you go. And now let's see. You can get bear pelt as well as bear claws. So let's actually kill one more and hope we can get a bear claw. So just fingers crossed we do get that. We didn't get that, sadly. So now there's one more thing to hunting that you need to take note of, which is campfire. A campfire can cook the meat and make its price go up. So cooking the meat makes it give you more money, as well as you can eat the meat, which I'll show you. So you can click on this and you can use it. This will give you health, and it will heal you for 50 health. So if you're gonna go PvPing, you should probably get your hands on some meat. And it's important to note that you don't run out of campfires. Once you buy the campfire, you have infinite of those. And you can also buy a tent to get healing, which you just place it down similar to a campfire. And by laying in its bed, you can heal. But yeah, that's it for hunting. Let's kill this bear, the final animal to kill. And we did get a bear claw. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So now let's head back to Bronze City and sell the loot we collected. So now it's time to sell our loot, and we got 820 cash from that. Very sweet. So that's pretty much everything a new player needs to know. That's pretty much the whole beginner's guide, and I do know this video is way too long. So whoever watched till the end, big shout out to you. Also, this is my first ever video on this channel, so I hope it was good, and I hope everybody watching it liked it. I should probably work on making these videos a lot shorter, but I hope if you're new to this game that you've learned something and know how to play the Wild West right now. And in the future, when the game does get more updates and some of the things change, I might do an updated beginner's guide, but for now this is the best way of making money and getting started in the Wild West. So if you do want to see more videos, then comment down below what you want to see, because I'm planning on making a lot of Roblox content on this channel, and yeah. So that's gonna be it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something. I'll see you guys in the next video.